just like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you.
Don't
let people bring you down.
Don't.
Welcome to another dose of Empire, where we share stories to elevate and inspire. My name is Mimi, and I'll be your host for today. I am honored to introduce our next guest. She is a teacher, a mother, and an entrepreneur. Please help me welcome the one and only Shonn.
For having me.
Thank you so much for being here. First of all, welcome to the DMV, Washington, D.C. area.
It's beautiful.
Well, have you been here before? You said you've been here before.
I have, but I wasn't able to get around and see all the sights like I have with you guys. But
You're excited that you're here.
Oh my gosh!
But the last time you were here, and I know DC changes all the time. Mm-hmm. How is the scenery in comparison to how you've seen it before and now?
Well, when I came before, I was basically a tourist going on the tours to see the Capitol and the statue.
Yeah.
And everything is just equally as beautiful as before, but I get to see a little bit more of the city and the town. Yeah, and it makes it even better.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I have to say, perfect time to be here. Thank you again for this time.
It's not too cold.
I know. Honestly, the best time to come to DC is around the summertime. It's just everything is so vibrant. Mm-hmm. Everybody's outside. It is gorgeous. But enough about DC. Let's talk more about you.
Okay.
I know you're an entrepreneur, a mother, a trailblazer in your field.
Well, thank you.
Now, tell us a little bit about how you started BOUGIE Boutique. What was your inspiration behind that?
I'm a stylist, so I've always been into fashion.
Okay.
And for many years, I was a plus size model for another boutique, someone else who had a boutique. And that's something I had been wanting to do for a long time. I've been in the industry for like a minute. So I said, you know what, it's time for me to do this for myself. I'm over here modeling and getting money for somebody else. Let me, try to get it for me.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, I can only imagine how hard that industry is.
It is, because a lot of people have boutiques.
But no,
a lot of people that have boutiques.
I see that all the time. You are unique in your field. There's only one of Shonn.
One of me, right? One of me. So it's not easy. It's not easy. It is challenging. You have to get the customers.
Yeah.
I don't like just posting any pictures, so I like to do my own pictures because I want to see the quality of the clothing and stuff like that. So I make sure I take the pictures, or I have a model to take the pictures for me, but I do most of the pictures. So that right there, I know a lot of people think it's not, but taking those pictures is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
Walk us through the process, though, when you first realized, you are gonna stop working with other people and just take this on. What was the mind process behind starting out and getting into it, and some of the challenges you faced starting out?
Well, it all started with my little personal journey with trying to unlearn certain mindsets and certain things you've learned as a child growing up. You have to unlearn a lot of things to become better. So it all starts with your mindset.
I love that.
So like when you decide that you're going to step out and do something, you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. You can't be, you just do it scared. Do it scared. You may be scared at first, but just do it. And once you start working towards what you want to do, other stuff will come to you.
I love that.
Other stuff will come to you. It'll start coming to you. Because in this industry, you don't have people that's going to share. Like with me, I don't mind sharing. I don't mind giving you a little tidbit on how I got started. Like maybe get your name, get your LLC, get a business account, stuff like that. It's all in different types of orders, and then you start finding vendors. People don't like to share.
But it is so powerful when we share.
People don't like to share.
And when you share,
there's so much out here that everyone can make it.
That's true.
So I don't understand, just like my style may not be your style.
Right.
And you might have a different style of clothes that you want to sell that I sell.
Or we can merge.
We can merge. See what I'm saying?
I'm like,
so many people are worried. I don't know. I hate that, sometimes we're like crabs in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. But you said something very powerful there, because you said unlearn some stuff to really find that trail that is your own. So what are some of the things you had to unlearn to get there?
It's a lot of stuff. It starts very small. Well, first of all, it took me about a year or so, like maybe a year or more, to stop worrying so much about things I can't control. There would be like days I would let like maybe one person or one comment mess up my entire day. Or you know how you get that little feeling in your stomach where it's like, It took me a while to just stop getting that feeling. Like, when you get that fearful feeling or that fearful that feel like something's just not right, you know, you got to change how you think. And it's hard work. It's hard work. Especially if you're raised thinking one way.
Yeah.
And then you kind of realize, wait, this is not benefiting me. I need to change that up a bit.
Yeah.
Because you're so used to thinking that way or behaving that way. You've been doing that since a child.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for over 30 years, thinking like this. Now I have to stop and do it this way? Wow, like, whew. But it is doable and it's worth it.
I love that. I found myself struggling to unlearn a lot of stuff. And one of the reasons I think these conversations are so powerful, because we can learn from each other. And to me, that's probably one of the best ways to learn, because you're learning from other people's mistakes. You're learning on what not to do. And it is more, I think it's very important to share. That's something I think so dearly for me, for my heart, where when you share, you're learning a piece of yourself. And when you give, I feel like you get.
You do.
Isn't
it such a good feeling to be able to give?
Yes.
Just to give. And I mean just like to truly give and not expect anything in return. You're giving from your heart. It's more rewarding for me, I think, sometimes than it is for the other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very good feeling.
I love that. So I checked out your website, obviously. I love it. I love the gray outfit with the mask.
With the
yes.
Yeah.
Guys, go check it out.
It's www.bougie-boutique1111.com.
I love it.
Check me out.
Please check it out. Check it out. Awesome style. Honestly, for everyone. The colors. How do you come up with the colors?
Well, you know what? The stuff that I pick has a lot to do with the things that I like. And I like colorful. I like, I don't know, I just like different, I noticed that a lot of people like the kind of like, I don't want to say raunchy.
What is raunchy?
I don't want to say raunchy because it's not raunchy. It's just that their style where they like to show a whole lot of everything,
Gotcha.
Just like see through, or it's like all slits in here. You can see it, maybe every now and again, but I like.
I agree with you. I get it, because sometimes you just like a little bit of mystery.
Yeah, a little
bit.
Keep
them guessing, and then if they actually get the
so like if I have something see through, it's something that you're really gonna have to look at, and you're gonna be like, ooh, that's see through,
and it caught you by surprise.
Yeah.
Caught you by surprise.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like, bam, here I am,
I love that. So you just keep them guessing and keep the mystery going. I think it's so important.
Yeah.
You mentioned a few things. You mentioned being a model. How was that? How was that industry tackling being a model in that industry?
Well, I back in the day, I don't even know what year it is. I used to work with a lady. She had a company where she was doing fashion shows. It was something to bring plus size women together and just like to boost them up. It's a lot of women, not just plus size, but a lot of women that are having problems with self-esteem, thinking that they're not beautiful. And it was a very, very rewarding experience because I was able to work with a lot of women that came in and didn't think, sometimes on the outside you think people think one way about themselves, but they think totally opposite. And what I found out is just a lot of beautiful, beautiful women out here that you would think that have esteem, to the roof. But their esteem is so low. Their self-esteem is their self-worth is so low. And you're wondering, like, how? Mm-hmm. So I was able to work with a lady, basically bringing in plus-size women that wanted to maybe model. Yeah. We would give them a makeover and, like teach them how to walk and stuff like that. And she would have other vendors or, people that make clothes, designers, come in and, they would put on their clothes and they would walk. And, we would have fashion shows. We would be opportunities for you to sell clothes or do stuff like that. But it was just such a beautiful experience because I met a lot of women, and they even said that, doing that show or doing that experience really helped them out, and it lifted them up in so many ways.
I love that. I think it's so important for us to lift each other up. Let me explain what I mean by that. I think there are so many things in the world that like hold us back. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get that one comment, like you said earlier, that really mess up your entire vibe.
Your entire vibe.
Oh my God! Or you just go outside, you just got your hair done, pay X amount of dollars, and then it starts to rain.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So there's so many things that I think.
Or get your hair done and you let one person that comes and says something to you like, oh, I really don't like that. Then it just messes up your whole experience and then you don't like your hair anymore.
I know. Especially if you just said for a very long time to get your hair done. And for that person to just say that. But that's my point. There are so many things out there. And malicious or not, that person may say that maybe because they think they have to say it, or maybe because they have internal problems themselves.
Hurt people.
That's right. But I think it's so important for us to be the light for other people, because I think we can use more light and we can leave with more encouragement, and we should be lifting each other up more. So my question to you is, what are some of the challenges with uplifting people? Because I think for me, if I'm not in a good place, it is hard for me to try to elevate other people. What would you say is some of the challenge for other people to really uplift other people?
Take nothing personal. For instance, this is a good one. For instance, a friend of mine, just the other day, we had an issue where another friend, maybe threw her up under the bus a little bit. So, mind you, this friend, she helps out in so many different ways. Yeah. Okay, and they had a little project they were doing, and she kind of threw up under the bus, you're just a know-it-all, you think you know it all, and it kind of threw her back, like, wow, that's how you've been feeling about me all this time, Right. And I'm not trying to explain, don't take that personal, because we don't know what she was experiencing that day, and I know it's hard to do that all the time. Yeah. You have to remind yourself. Where I'm going to be this way and not that way. You have to remind yourself, because remember, we're unlearning a lot of the things that we used to do in the past. So you have to think about people's experiences, and you never know what people are going through. You never know, because you can see a smiling face, but on the inside they're hurting. So just don't take anything personal. Take it with a grain of salt. Okay. And just keep it moving. As long as you know, right, for yourself. That's all that matters.
I love that, because for me, I do a lot of self-talk. I think I joke about that all the time. I'm crazy that I'm really legit talking to myself, but I think it's so important when you are getting these bad vibes, I call them, you just talk to yourself. Say, listen, I'm good. I have things going, and then just keep that spirit
keep going. Keep it going, and as long as you like it, you're good. Yeah. See, I'm looking at you, and you look beautiful.
You are too.
You look beautiful.
These earrings.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
So look, I'm saying this to say, say for instance, you have people out here that don't wear makeup. Yeah. So it might be a girl that over here that says something about, oh, that eyeshadow is just a little too bright. She doesn't like it. You like it.
I love it.
Okay.
Thank you.
But see, you can't take her compliment. You can't take her. I don't want to say seriously, or you can't be offended by what she's saying, because she's a person that doesn't wear makeup.
That's true.
And she low-key really wants to wear it. And she envies you because you're able to wear it and look so beautiful with it.
Listen, Walmart.com. Just go get yours.
So her opinion really could go. It's like a double standard.
Yeah.
It could be on different sides of the pendulum. It's like you can take it from different perspectives.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. It's like it doesn't matter how much positive energy you put into the world, you're still gonna have people who have something mean to say about you. And for the most part, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I don't care. I just think when I'm working this hard, my tolerance gets lower.
Don't
let people bring you down.
Don't.
Because
9 out of 10, they want to be like you. Or, they're kind of envious, like they wish that they could do it.
Right.
But they can't. So don't take anything personal.
Now, let's jump to what we tell ourselves sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Because to me, I think I've mastered the art of not taking people's word for granted, either good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something I was an athlete, and I remember when I used to wear these short shorts and I'm about to start and you're like, people are saying all of these comments and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I'm legit now. This is not about what I'm wearing. It should be about me running. And I just remember being in that zone where I'm like, okay, I'm in no position to tell myself anything. And I think sometimes we tell ourselves these things, even though you weren't the most, like for example, these earrings are gorgeous.
Thank you.
You matching from head to toe, from your neck, and the shirt. I can't. But sometimes we tell ourselves these things. Oh my God, maybe this shirt is not good enough.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you combat those things when we are telling ourselves these bad things are probably not even true?
Right. So I've started doing the affirmations. Every morning. Either I listen to something on YouTube or, periodically throughout the day. You have to remind yourself. You have to motivate yourself.
That's right.
Because you're not going to get motivation from a lot of people that you expect to motivate.
Right.
So sometimes you just have to motivate yourself and know that I'm okay. I'm enough.
That's right.
Yeah.